Alright, so what we're going to do next is we're going to talk to Tiferet, alright? So the same process happens. We put our attention on the fact that we're going to talk to Tiferet. Tiferet is indicated by this etheric sign right here and also the entire star of Lakshmi. Now what I like to do is I like to try to make this same design on the chart. So for the lowercase triangle, right, like the triangle that's facing downward with the point downward right here, I would just do victory, I would do monetary, and I would do travel. And then for the triangle that is facing upward, I would do knowledge, I would do health and wellness, and then endless prosperity and patience, okay? So like the health and nourishment area, or you can call it the health and wellness area. So as always, you grab your cards, you make sure that they're shifted and they feel good and ready. If they fall out, that's just part of the process. Remember, you're shifting your deck. Tiferet is basically moving the cards around so that you can have a conversation with Tiferet. So here, we're going to just copy this design here. So the lowercase star is going to be the monetary area, the travel area, and the victory area. The upper star is going to be the health and nourishment area, the endless prosperity area, and the patience area. So here we have those stars. And what I'm still going to do is I'm going to pull out a card here, 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 and I'm going to leave the rest there. So one for this space, one for that space, one for this space, and then one for this middle area right here. We're not going to go into the stars since these corners right here are in your star. As always, you go ahead, you grab a flipped card and you flip the entire deck and you just put it in the center right here, okay? That's going to help you get deeper into your spiritual wealth, your soul wealth, okay? Now, talking to Tiferet, you're going to notice that you have more cards than you probably can shake a stick at. So you want to start over in this corner. As always, after I lay down my cards, I pull them up, I flip them over, and I start reading. I'll read from this area into the star. So on the outer edge right here, the Empress, right? Then this would be an etheric sign, which is, this is the balancer. This is the great balancer. The great balancer having a good relationship in general. This next two steps right here are going to be just wisdom and advice that are in general being given to you as a bonus. So you need to walk away from any lack mentality. You need to focus on a little bit more self-development. Then you're going to read rather the top triangle or the down triangle first. I would read the top triangle first because it's associated to fire, right? The top triangle right here. So that would be the health and nourishment, which is fighting for your love concept. Remember that each one of these corners has a specific word vibration. So health and nourishment on this area means love to me. So I need to fight a little bit more on creating more love in my reality. My endless prosperity area is saying, oh my God, there's a ton of endless prosperity, a ton of luxury that is coming into your reality that's being created right now. But patience, in order for you to like really create this in your reality, you need to let go of some of the things that you're holding on to. You need to surrender to vulnerability, okay? So remember vulnerability here, and then if you look up here, it says sight. Sight is tied to your intuition. So you need to, you can pull out information from a smaller chart, your personalized chart, with what's going on here. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to read the upside down triangle now, which are these cards that are left over. So we can start with the endpoints as well, which is monetary. You need to walk away from anything that doesn't make you happy because that area means exaltation to me. For travel, which basically means freedom for me, I need to create a little bit more traveling experience or anything that makes me feel free. That should be the main focus. For my purity sector or for my victory sector, which means purity, I need to just basically just know that all my financial things are taken care of. For a soul wealth area are the last two cards, and then I can read the rest of this and say, okay, well, part of this is just like recreating a new life. that stabilizes and reinforces happiness overall in my reality. Now, if you wanted to continue diving deeper into this conversation, you could pull out in the future this whole entire sector right here. Everything that's tied to karma would obviously be contributing to this star right here, and then you could pull anything that you had with the Jophiel area right here, this Jophiel area. You could basically pull that in there as well. So Gabriel and then Jophiel would then help you understand something from Tiferet. All these are going to help you balance out the major areas that are up here on this card. Now, when you're adding more, like I'm teaching right now how to do Tiferet, right? And we started from scratch, but you could technically grab this deck right here and reshuffle the deck while you're having your conversation with Tiferet on this area. And we're just gonna like say that all the Tiferet cards are right here, right? All the Tiferet cards are in here. So let's say I still don't have any full picture as to what's happening. I'll go ahead and I'll pull out energy for Jophiel, which Jophiel would then tell me these are the things that will contribute to bringing in more of your vulnerability, your love, and your luxury. These are the things that you need to focus on because, right, remember, we're reading just the upward triangle, which is ultimately this one right here. The corners would just be the corners on this triangle.